very much. Thank you, Claire. Cheers, Jer. And thank you, Paul Weller. He's beside himself, look. Thursday, 1st of November 2018 and live till 5. Yes, it's the big show. Steve Wright in the afternoon. Hello.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. Now playing everywhere.
She stood there bright as the sun on that California coast. He was a Midwestern boy on his own. She took his hand and she led him along that golden beach. They watched the waves tumble over the sand. They drove for miles and miles on those twisting, turning roads. Higher and higher and higher they climbed. And those Hollywood nights, in those Hollywood hills, she was looking so right in her diamonds and frills. All those big city nights, in those high rolling hills, above all the lights, she had all of the day it went on and on. Then came that morning he woke up alone. He spent all night staring down at the lights of LA, wondering if he could ever go home. Now those Hollywood nights, in those Hollywood hills, it was looking so right. Giving him chills in those big city nights, in those high rolling hills, above all the lights, she had all of the skin. Hollywood nights, Hollywood hills, above all the lights.
Hands up for the BBC Sounds app. Why not? All those people up on the wheel, all those BBC folk earlier today, I hope they couldn't see into my house. Hands up, thank you, that's lovely. Hands up if they always blame you when it's not your fault. Why do they do that? And hands up for holding your firework night this coming weekend. Perhaps Saturday, perhaps Sunday, something like that.
Tonight, I just want to take you away. Throw your hands up in the sky. Let's set this party alright. Y'all trying to do? girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jocking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear. Look out. Second verse for the hustlers, gangsters, bad bitches and your ugly old friends. I cannot preach, I cannot preach. I gotta show them how a pimp get it in. First, take your sip, do your dip, spend your money like money ain't shit. Ooh, ooh, we too fresh. Got to blame it on Jesus. Hashtag blessed. They ain't ready for me. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jocking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? What you trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear. Look out. Everywhere I go, they be like, oh, so glad. Everywhere I go, they be like, ooh, so glad. Everywhere I go, they be like, ooh, so glad. Now, watch me break it down like 24 karat, 24 karat magic. What's that sound? 24 karat magic. Come on now. 24 karat, 24 karat magic. Don't fight the feeling, invite the feeling, just put your moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? Tell me what you're trying to do. 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe, so clear. Put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air.
Julio, get the stretch.
Hi, this is Jeremy.
Yeah.
I said to the waiter,
Yeah.
how do you prepare this chicken? He said, Jeremy, we just tell it outright it's going to die. Cool.
That's terrible. Dry with sunny spells for much of the UK, except it seems London, where it's kind of like overcast, quite overcast, and like one of those end-of-the-world darkness days. It's okay, it won't be the end of the world. High temperature 12 in Dover, overnight low of 1 in Brechin. Tonight, dry and cold with some frost and fog. Tomorrow, Friday, cold, dry and sunny for most places. A chance of some showers or rain later in the day. Sunset, Edinburgh 4:32, Cardiff 4:46, Belfast 4:48, and London 4:34.
Oh, hey, ho! William Shakespeare here, the greatest playwright what ever lived. Apart from Arthur Miller, Eugene O'Neill, Chekhov, and Ibsen, here's another one of my memes. Admit impediments, love is not love, which alters when it alteration finds, or bends with the remover to remove. And by the way, that ain't stain remover. No. Oh no, it's another fixed mark that looks on Tempest and is never shaken. Oh, I'm down with that. 10-10, we'll do it again, good buddy. Catch you on the flip-flop.
Right.
William Shakespeare out.
I feel that he would have been mad at the end.
Friday.
great song. Email us, steve.wright@bbc.co.uk. Should you need a shout-out, you can text 88291. You can tweet us at BBC Radio 2. This is Steve Wright in the afternoon at 2:16. And in the news today, the Bank of England has kept interest rates on hold amid growing uncertainty amongst businesses over Brexit. Staff at Google offices around the world are staging an unprecedented series of walkouts in protest at the company's treatment of women today. And the latest changes to Ryanair's baggage policies take effect today, meaning passengers who want to take anything more than a small bag on board must pay for the privilege. Now you're up to date, 2:17.
Hello, you. It's me.
Saturday mornings on BBC Radio 2.
But we made it. Look, we're on the air. Isn't that good?
Graham Norton.
Well, I don't know if it's good, but we're on the air. Zone Trading, living the dream.
I like to have a bit of humour on stage. It's my night out as well. You know?
Will and Wubber, this is a good question. Which of your hits do you look forward to singing the most and the least?
The ones that I don't sing is not because I don't like them. It's just that I don't want to be on stage for 3 days.
Saturday mornings from 10.
And on Saturday, my guests will be Mark Constantine, Marcus Zuzak, Tamika Empson, and Clive Rowe on BBC Radio 2.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Everyone knows all about my direction. And in my heart somewhere, I wanna go there. Still I don't go there. Everybody says, say something, say something, say something, say something, say something, say something. I don't wanna get caught up in the rhythm of it. About my transgression, still in my heart somewhere, there's melody and harmony for you and me tonight. I hear them call my name. Everybody says, say something, say something, say something, say something, say something, say something. Myself, no, I can't help myself.
JT, Chris Stapleton, Say Something at Radio 2. I can do that. Well, it's a new month. It's November. Today we've launched BBC Sounds, plus Paul Weller is in concert for Radio 2 tonight. Boy George and Culture Club Ed Sheeran, Emily Sandé and Sir Cliff are all in concert for Radio 2 over the coming weeks. Also in November, Remembrance Day, of course, which also marks the 100th anniversary of the end of the First World War. BBC Children in Need, Guy Fawkes Night, the US midterm elections, Black Friday, St Andrew's Day, and many, many more things like movies and new TV shows, which we'll tell you about as we go through. And email today, steve.wright at bbc.co.uk. Text 88291, tweet us at BBC Radio 2.
Understand me now. Sometimes I feel a little mad, but don't you know that no one alive can always be an angel? When things go wrong, I seem to be bad. I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. Sometimes I'm so carefree with a joy that's hard to hide. And sometimes it seems that all I have to do is worry, and then you're bound to see my other side. I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. If I seem edgy, I want you to know that I never mean to take it out on you. Life has its problems, and I get my share. And that's one thing I never mean to do, 'cause I love you. Oh, 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 baby, don't you know I'm human? I have thoughts like any other one. Sometimes I find myself alone regretting some foolish thing, some little sinful thing I've done. A soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood.
Hello, good afternoon, how you doing? Big show on the air, look. Hey Steve, can you please wish my beautiful wife Shelley a happy 5th wedding anniversary? Happy 5th, Shelley. And Steve, can you wish my son Robert Wagg a happy 40th today from his dad? And Stephen Crew, can you please give Mel, Colin and Billy a shout out? We're painting inside a bungalow in Norfolk and it's still raining. Here's what's up. Keira Knightley today, starring in the new Disney film The Nutcracker and the Four Realms. Keira Knightley on with us. Dame Darcy Bustle, Strictly Judge, of course, talking about her new book, which is called Evolved. And Graham Norton, our colleague, with his second novel, A Keeper. Janie Lee Grace, Tim Smith, Bobby Pryor, Claire Runacres, Betty Glover with The Sport. And also some stuff about the new BBC app and the oldies chosen by Kel Patterson from Guildford. In Surrey.
My lover's heart for me, for me. Cupid, please hear my cry and let your arrow fly straight to my lover's heart for me. Now, I don't mean to bother you, but I'm in distress. There's danger of me losing all of my happiness. Doesn't know I exist, and this you can fix. So, Cupid, draw back your bow and let your arrow go straight to my lover's heart for me. Nobody but me. Cupid,
As you know, that's always been the song with a Star Trek door.
Don't you hear me calling you? I need you, Cupid.
Joe and Simon are joined by 5-time Olympic gold-winning cyclist today, Sir Bradley Wiggins. That's at 5 o'clock, then it's Radio 2 in concert. Paul Weller.
Hi, this is Jezza from the Lunchtime Show. Yeah, that's right, you know me. There's huge confusion on the Contact website. It's I've bought 2 redsetters.co.uk. Give those mutts a bone. At I had too many, threw up in a cab. They cleaned it up with sawdust. Not me, but Thomas Edison. It was a light bulb moment, you idiot. .co.uk. Now I'm at uni, I can do joined up writing. Group hug.
All day permanent red, the glaze on my eyes. When I heard your voice, the distance caught me by surprise again. And I know you claim that you're alright, but fix your eyes on me. I guess I'm all you have, and I swear you'll see the dawn again. Well, I know I had it all on the line, but don't just sit with folded hands and become blind. 'Cause even when there is no star in sight, you'll always be my only guiding light. Late in my youth, well, I'm still in awe of you. Discover some new truth. Now is always wrapped around you. But don't just slip away in the night. Don't just hurl your words from on high. Well, I know I had it all on the line, but don't just sit with folded hands and become blind. 'Cause even when there is no star in sight, you'll always be my only guiding light. If we come back and we're broken, unworthy and ashamed, give us something to believe in, and you know it'll go your way.
It's precisely 2:30. Just giving Tim his medication. Janie's here. Talk to them in a moment. Mumford & Sons, Guiding Light.
Just sit with folded hands and become blind. 'Cause even when there is no star in sight, you'll always be my only guiding light. And I know I had it all on the line, but don't just sit with.
Hello from Radio 2.
Hey, hi. This is Paul McCartney. Have you got anything by Chance the Rapper?
Maybe later.
The days are getting dark,
Don't you believe in evil?
but the nights are even darker.
I have to. I've seen it.
Starring Idris Elba,
I'm DCI John Luther.
Sorry, mate, who are you again?
Police.
Which police?
The police.
bring on the box sets.
I'm coming for you.
Not if I come for you first.
Luther, the complete box set, available now on BBC iPlayer.
That's brilliant.
Song opening.
All it takes is one flight. We'd be in the same time zone. Looking through your timeline, seeing all the rainbows. I got an idea, and I know that it sounds crazy. I just wanna see you. Oh, I gotta ask, do you got plans tonight? I'm a couple 100 miles from Japan and I was thinking I could fly to your hotel tonight. Cause I can't get you off my mind. Can't get you off my mind. Can't get you off my mind. I can't seem to get you off my mind. Let's get lost tonight. Let's get lost tonight. I can't seem to get you off my mind. I can feel the tension. We could cut it with a knife. I know it's more than just a friendship. I can hear you think I'm right, yeah. Do I gotta convince you that you shouldn't fall asleep? It'll only be a couple hours and I'm about to leave. Do you got plans tonight? I'm a couple 100 miles from Japan and I was thinking I could fly to your hotel tonight. Cause I can't get you off my mind. Can't get you off my mind. Can't get you off my mind. I can't seem to get you off my mind. Let's get lost tonight. Let's get lost tonight. I can't seem to get you off my mind. Tonight. I'm a couple 100 miles from Japan and I was thinking I could fly to your hotel tonight. Cause I can't get you off my mind. I can't get you off my mind till you got plans tonight, baby. I was hoping I could get lost in your paradise. The only thing I'm thinking about is you and I.
Radio 2 Lost in Japan, Shawn Mendes, Zed.
Song closing.
I always say what I'm feeling. I was born without a zip on my mouth. Sometimes I don't even mean it. It takes a little while to figure me out. I like my coffee with 2 sugars in it, high heels and my jewelry dripping, drinking, I get all fired up. Hey, hey, hey. Insecure, but I'm working with it. Many things that I could get rid of, ain't nobody give it up. I made a few mistakes, I regret it nightly. I broke a couple hearts and I wear on my sleeve. My mama always said, do your troubling. And now I wonder, could you fall for a woman like me? And every time we touch, boy, you make me feel weak. I can tell you're shy and I think you're so sweet. Spending every night under covers and still I wonder, could you fall for a woman like me? Woman like me, like a woman like me. La la la, woman like me, like a woman like me. La la la, woman like me, like a woman like me. La la la, woman like me, like a woman like me. Maybe just be mine for the weekend. We can get a takeaway and sit on the couch, or we could just go out for the evening. Hopefully end up with you kissing my mouth. Hey, hey. You got them blue jeans with a rib up in my head with your fingers in it. Love it when you turn me on. Young Sarah with a little bit of love drunk in the middle with a get down to our favorite song. I made a few mistakes, I regret it nightly. I broke a couple hearts and I wear on my sleeve. My mama always said, do your troubling. And now I wonder, could you fall for a woman like me? And every time we touch, boy, you make me feel weak. I can tell you're shy and I think you're so sweet. Spending every night under covers and still I wonder, could you fall for a woman like me? Woman like me, like a woman like me. La la la, woman like me, like a woman like me. La la la, woman like me, like a woman like me. La la la, woman like me.
Let me bring on Jamie Lee Grace, who's just been on her holidays and back from New York, right?
Yeah, it was great. I'm slightly jet lagged, a bit. You know,
Yeah.
it's the next day thing, isn't it?
Well, I came back on Sunday and I'm jet lagged even now.
Oh, really? That doesn't bode well.
No, I can pull it together.
I'm sure you can.
Go on then, what you got?
The opposite of a vacuum is a Do you know?
Something a plulum.
Yeah, plenum.
Yeah,
An interesting
plulum.
word.
Oh, well done, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
The earliest gardens were strictly practical and were only used to grow food and medicinal herbs. Around 1500 BC, though, in Egypt, the first ever decorative gardens appeared.
Scientists have been warning us for years about the potential dangers of plastics in the human food chain. Now they say they've got the first real evidence. Microscopic plastic particles in our poop. Here's Tim.
Check out Simon Reeves' trip around the Mediterranean. It finished on Sunday night. What a fantastic series. And in the Sunday night edition, he looked at plastic in the Med. Scary, unbelievable, brilliant stuff.
Really is.
Factoids.
Steve.Wright at bbc.co.uk. Text 88291. Tweet us at BBC Radio 2 should you need a shout out.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. BBC Radio 2.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
The Big Show.
All right, let's have a look at some things going on today. It's the Radio 1 Live Lounge Month. And there's live performances every day, Monday to Thursday, because today is the first of the month. They launched it this morning with 21 pilots, and there's live music from the 1975, Rita Ora, Mumford & Sons, Dizzy Rascal, Marshmallow and Bastille, Zara Larsson, Jess Glynn over the rest of this month. Royal Mail has issued their Christmas stamps for 2018 today, and the Simply Christmas show has started in Birmingham. The World Golf Awards are in Cartagena in Spain. It's the Thessaloniki, I know that, International Film Festival in Greece. Yes, I know that. The St. Louis International Film Festival starts in Missouri, USA, and a load more of those awards dues in London, including the Sportswoman of the Year Awards 2018, the UK Tech Awards, and the British Bottlers Institute Gala Awards. Black Grape play Hull, and Johnny Marr begins his UK tour in Belfast. Gary Player is 83 today, Mark Hughes is 55, and Sharon Davis is 56. OK, here's Janie. What you got?
If you want a proper conversation with your children, younger children this is, you have to go for a walk with them in the park. Youngsters are more chatty when walking amid greenery. This is what a study has found. Researchers video recorded conversations between 3 and 4-year-old children and their parents as they explored a city park and an indoor education centre, and there was significant improvement in the outdoor conversation. They flowed better and were more responsive than those recorded indoors. Well, it's probably because if you're indoors, the likelihood is you're strapped to your phone or your iPad, even if you're only 3 or 4.
Well,
and if you're outdoors, you've got to look at them trees, right?
I suppose so, but I think kids, I remember my own childhood, going up the park was a treat, and you always relate that to being free and being a bit of a treat.
Yeah.
So even when you get a little bit older, you think, OK, I remember going to this park when I was a kid and I went on the swings. And
Yeah. I mean, there's loads of studies that say children benefit massively from being in nature, even if it is just a walk through a park or, just kicking about or smelling some flowers as they walk.
Absolutely. Here's Tim.
Music contributed £4.5 billion to the UK economy last year, according to a new report. Artists like Ed Sheeran, who had the year's best-selling album with Divide, helped the industry rise by £100 million on 2016, while exports stood at £2.6 billion. Britain has the 4th largest market in the world and employs in the music industry over 145,000 people.
Now, something very, very, very special. Listen up, as you may have heard earlier. Ken Bruce was broadcasting from a pod over at the London Eye, or London Ear as it's been known today, because we've launched the brand new BBC Sounds app. Round of applause, please, for the BBC Sounds app, of course, which you can download right now. The new BBC Sounds app combines all radio and podcasts from across the BBC, along with new music mixes. You'll get recommendations on stuff you'll like to listen to, and the more you use it, the better it gets. It really is fantastic. It's music, it's radio, it's podcasts, all your audio in one place. And of course, you can listen to live radio on it or download whatever you want to listen to, whenever, wherever you want, including, of course, whole Steve Wright in the Afternoon shows, for example, or Serious Jocking, to hear all over again whenever you like. There are also 20 new podcasts, including Beyond Today, that's a daily news podcast, and EastEnders Companion podcast, and Ken's Brilliant Popmaster podcast. Plus Scott Mills, our good pal, has got the Strictly Confidential podcast, which is all the goss from, of course, Strictly. You can download the app. It's called BBC Sounds. You can download that app for free now, or visit the BBC Sounds website at bbc.co.uk/sounds.
BBC Sounds. Music, radio, podcasts.
Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. Your beauty is beyond compare, with flaming locks of auburn hair, with ivory skin and eyes of emerald green. Your smile is like a breath of spring, your voice is soft like summer rain, and I cannot compete with you, Jolene. He talks about you in his sleep, and there's nothing I can do to keep from crying when he calls your name, Jolene. And I can easily understand how you could easily take my man, but you don't know what he means to me, Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. You could have your choice of men, but I could never love again. He's the only one for me, Jolene. I had to have the
talk with you. My happiness depends on you and whatever you decide to do, Jolene. Jolene, 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 Jolene. I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 Jolene.
Please don't take him just because you can. Because you can.
Jolene,
Radio 2 plays Dolly Parton. And brings on Bobby Pryor.
Steve, thank you. A920 at Pitt Medden. It is still closed following this accident. Still clearing up the debris just near to the B999. So that's still completely shut. The M621 just in Leeds, on the south side of Leeds, on the exit Slit Road at Junction 3, which is the city centre turn-off, the Dewsbury Road turn-off, partially blocked. There's an accident. You can get past it, but it's causing big queues there. The A628 at Langsett. Now, if you're using the Woodhead Pass, the A628 Wams Road is blocked. There's a lorry that overturned on the Flouch roundabout, the A616. It's right on the roundabout, so all the exit and entry Slit roads, that little roundabout, blocked while they deal with recovery. M6 on the southbound side, 15 to 14 down to Stafford North. Got a breakdown in the roadworks, so one lane is shut. A143 between Harleston and Bungay, it's been blocked completely. There's an accident at Redden Hall, it's just at the junction with Church Lane. And the A11 northbound, Thetford to Attleborough, is blocked at Kilverston Hall. That's following an accident at the A1075. M1 northbound, 12 to 13 to Bedford. Accident has blocked 3 lanes. Queues are building behind that. And the M25 problems, they're many. First of all, clockwise at junction 31 for Lakeside, they are still repairing the potholes. The queue's about to 28, and that's having a huge impact on surrounding routes as well. Then the anti-clockwise problems across the top, 24 to 23 towards South Mims. Accident there, 2 lanes are shut. Then if you're anti-clockwise at 15, there's another accident there past the M4, 1 lane is closed. Anti-clockwise at 5 at the bottom, the M26, we've got an accident there. 1 lane is shut. The queue's about to Clackett Lane services. And then if you're heading to the Dartford Tunnel, 3 to 2 towards the A2, there are 2 lanes shut with flooding, so big queues past there. And the latest on the A3, southbound at Putney Heath, still closed at Tibbetts Corner, the A219, the underpass is still closed. Diversion is an up and over. And finally to the M5, northbound accident 8 to 7 at Worcester. We've opened all the lanes, but still big queues behind it. Back with more in 40 minutes.
There are many. I like the way you talk.
If you want to contact Steve Wright in the afternoon, email steve.wright@bbc.co.uk, text 88291, or tweet at BBC Radio 2.
When I ride by myself, I don't ever get no help. But when I roll up with her, everybody calls me sir. No matter how long I stay, they never ever know my name. But when I walk in with her, everybody calls me sir. Northern California, same old Friday night, tend to be invisible underneath these city lights. Then I met my baby, felt like I struck gold. Now they treat me like royalty everywhere I go. When I ride by myself, I don't ever get no
me sir. Call me sir. Call me sir. Call me sir. When I ride by myself, I don't ever get no help. But when I roll up with her, everybody calls me sir. No matter how long I stay, they never ever know my name. But when I walk in with her, everybody calls me sir. Call me sir. Without you,
Call me sir. That's Train, Cam, call me sir.
call me sir.
Good afternoon from the big show. Americans have been left confused by a hit Brit thriller Bodyguard because they think Keely Hawes' character, Julia Montague, is Minder, David Budd's mum.
Oh, that's terrible.
I know.
Why do you confuse it with that? That's ridiculous.
Crazy. More than 200 UK shopping centres are in danger of falling into administration, experts are warning. Analyst Nelson Blakely said the demise of major anchor stores such as BHS and Toys R Us and the rise of online retail had caused a downward spiral. Climate change, oceans soaking up more heat than estimated. Another headline. Patisserie Valerie chairman Luke Johnson faces investor fury. Robbie gets his heir Niles. Oh, I see, that's clever. Chic star Nile Rodgers will replace Robbie Williams on X Factor from Sunday while Robbie's away doing concerts. And here is Janie.
Objects up kids' noses cost the NHS $3 million. This
What's that mean?
Well, if kids put things up their noses, don't they? By accident, but it's actually a serious story because it's costing an absolute fortune. Nearly £3 million every year. Jewellery is the most common item to end up stuck because but they also push up toys, pencils and cotton buds, out of curiosity, of course. And the studies revealed that a total of 8,752 nasal and 17,325 ear foreign bodies were removed from hospital patients. Oh, the poor things. I remember Rocky once had a pea stuck up his nose, but we managed not to have to go to hospital. We had to use a straw.
I remember somebody putting rose petals up their nose.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
I love those stories where a guy can't hear in one ear or something and it's like 30 years later he goes to hospital and there was a bus ticket in there.
That's Captain Corella's mandolin. He's got a pea in his ear. At the start, the bloke's got a pea in his ear. Can't hear properly. Yes.
OK, here we go. Anniversaries. L.S. Lowry.
L.S. Lowry, a British artist, of course, famous for Matchstalk Men, Matchstalk Cats and Dogs.
Gary Player, of course.
South African golfer whose birthday it is today. You mentioned that.
OK, this day, 1967, which magazine made its debut? It's the first national rock and roll periodical in the USA. Whoa!
Billboard?
No, good guess.
Rolling Stone?
Rolling Stone is correct. What else? The first radio licenses, which eventually, of course, became the TV license.
5 shillings and sixpence?
Let's have a look. No, 10 shillings. 1922. What's 5? Is that what you pay?
Yeah. No, of course not. I just plucked it out of the air. That's all, sorry.
We got Keira Knightley on with us later, starring in the new Disney film The Nutcracker and the Four Realms. Dame Darcy Bustle, Strictly Judged, talking about her new book Evolved, and Graham Norton with his second novel, A Keeper. United Kingdom. Johnny Marr, Spiral Cities on The Big Show. When we come back after the news, the oldies chosen by Kel Patterson from Guildford in Surrey. This is BBC Radio 2 on the BBC Sounds app, on digital radio and on 88 and 91 FM.
BBC News at 3 o'clock. This is Claire Runacres. The National Crime Agency is investigating the businessman Aaron Banks and his Leave.eu campaign for alleged offences committed in the 2016 EU referendum. Mr Banks and another senior campaign figure, Liz Bilney, were referred to the agency by the Electoral Commission, which suspects that money given to the campaign had come from impermissible sources. Mr Banks has denied any wrongdoing and said he had never received any foreign donations. The investigation has been welcomed by the chairman of the Commons Digital, Culture, Media and Sport Committee, Damien Collins.
The Select Committee reports that we published this summer said that if it wasn't clear what the source of Aaron Banks' wealth was for the donations he made to Leave.eu, then this should be referred to the National Crime Agency. These are very serious matters, and part of that investigation, I think, has to bring to a conclusion our understanding of what the real source of Aaron Banks' wealth was that led him to make these donations.
A 16-year-old boy had admitted driving a stolen van which hit a 3-year-old boy in Lee in Greater Manchester on Tuesday, leaving him critically injured. Wigan Youth Court was told he'd been due in court later this month to face other motoring offences. The suspect in the shooting at a synagogue in the US city of Pittsburgh, in which 11 people died, has pleaded not guilty to 44 charges. Robert Bowers is accused of murder and hate crimes. The Appledore shipyard in North Devon is to close, putting nearly 200 jobs at risk. Many of those affected have already been working at the parent company's other yard at Devonport in South Devon. The BBC's Neil Gallagher says many won't want to keep making the 60-mile commute.
Babcock have said that all 199 employees of Appledore Shipyard will be offered redeployment. Realistically, the only remotely nearby yard that they could redeploy to is down here at Devonport, and union reps have told us that they expect that most of the workers will not choose to redeploy here.
Google employees around the world are staging a series of walkouts demanding the technology giant improves its treatment of women and ethnic minorities. The protest follows allegations of sexual misconduct by senior executives. Our technology correspondent Rory Kethlin-Jones reports.
The campaigners say that staff at more than 40 Google offices worldwide are taking part in the protests. In Dublin, they walked out onto the street. In London, staff left their desks in large numbers to gather inside the building. They're demanding changes to the way the company deals with sexual harassment cases. Google's chief executive Sundar Pichai said that the employees taking part in today's protests have raised constructive ideas for improving Google's policies, and the company would consider them.
And Rio Ferdinand has announced his engagement to his girlfriend Kate Wright. He said he'd never known how his 3 children, aged between 7 and 12, had managed to keep the secret. Ferdinand's first wife Rebecca died in 2015, aged 34, after being diagnosed with breast cancer for a second time. BBC News at 3 minutes past 3, are next at 4.
Thank you.
The non-stop oldies, brought to you daily by Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Nobody on the road, nobody on the beach.
days of summer. Don Henley at Radio 2. Well, let's have a look. 3:07. This is the segment for the non-stop oldies, and they're chosen by Kel Patterson. Hello, Kel, from Guildford in Surrey. 46 years old, originally from Purley. I now live in the Guildford area. I live with my fiancée, Rachel, and we've been together for around 12 years. We like travelling abroad, visiting different places, going to gigs and shows, or just relaxing in the garden. I'm a heating engineer by trade, working around London and the South East, which keeps me busy, obviously. I'm also a keen sports fan, and I used to play a lot of football and cricket. I'm a Chelsea fan. I've seen them play all around Europe, including in Munich, when they won the European Cup. I was also brought up listening to my dad's old records, and I've always been into music. I have a very varied taste and found it hard to pick my few favourites. Anyway, hope you like them. We're loving them so far. You heard Don Henley, and here's The Jam. That's entertainment. Don't forget tonight, 7:30, Radio 2 in concert, Paul Weller. Joe Wiley presents an exclusive live concert with Paul, performing a very special set for Radio 2 here. Watch by going to the Radio 2 website or by pressing the red button from any BBC TV channel. Radio 2 in concert, Paul Weller tonight, 7:30.
I
in the desert, like a moon on the sea. Sunshine on a rainy day, makes my soul trip, trip, trip away. Sunshine on a rainy day, makes my soul trip, trip, trip away. Sunshine on a rainy day, makes my soul trip, trip, trip away. Sunshine on a rainy day, makes my soul trip, trip Make it feel so unreal, so unreal. Like a wind in the desert, like a moon on the sea. Sunshine on a rainy day, makes my soul trip, trip, trip away. Sunshine on a rainy day, makes my soul trip, trip away. Sunshine on a rainy day, makes my soul.
They've written some of the most memorable songs of the last 40 years. Now join us as we celebrate the music of Queen.
I'm Tom Chaplin from Keene, and I'll be performing some of Queen's biggest hits at the London Palladium on Wednesday, the 7th of November. Queen have been an integral part of my life. It's going to be a really rip-roaring night.
Friday night is Music Night, celebrating the music of Queen.
Find out how to buy your tickets at the BBC Radio 2 website.
Later on this programme, Keira Knightley, Dame Darcy Bussell and Graham Norton. And these are the oldies.
BBC Radio 2. You're all I need to get by. You're all
Like sweet morning dew, I took one look at you, and it was plain to see you were my destiny.
With arms open wide, I threw away my pride. I sacrifice for you, dedicate my life to you. I will go where you lead, always there in time of need.
And when I lose the will, you'll be there to push me up the hill.
There's no looking back for us. We got love, show love, that's enough. You're all I need to get by.
Listen, like an eagle protects his nest, for you I'll do my best. Stand by you like a tree, and anybody to try and move me.
Darling, in you I found strength where I was torn down. Don't know what's in store, but together we can open any door.
Come on, darling.
Inspire you a little higher.
You can't make a man out of the soul that I'm going.
'Cause we got the right foundation, and we're love and determination.
anywhere. You're 25 hours, just under 25 hours away from Serious Jockin'. That's with no G. From this show. And here at Radio 2. 25 hours away. I know. These are the non-stop oldies chosen by Kel Patterson from Guildford. Kitchen sink in there. Highly evocative of the era, I'm thinking. K-Class, Rhythm is a Mystery. That kind of stuff and more contemporary stuff tomorrow on Serious Jockin'. That's with no G. And these are the oldies chosen by Kel. Keep this frequency clear. Here come the Small Faces. Inchiku Park on the oldies.
Over bridge of sights to rest my eyes in shades of green, under dreaming spires to Ichiku Park, that's where I've been. What did you do there? I got high. What did you feel there? Well, I cried. But why the tears there? Tell you why. It's all too beautiful. It's all too beautiful. It's all too beautiful. It's all too beautiful. I feel inclined to blow my mind, get on up, feed the ducks with a bun. They all come out to groove about, be nice and have fun in the sun. Tell you what I'll do. What will you I'd do? Like to go there now with you. You can miss out school. Won't that be? Why go to learn the words of food? What will we do there? We'll get high. What will we touch there? We'll touch the sky. But why the tears there? I'll tell you why. It's all too beautiful. It's all too beautiful. It's all too beautiful. It's all too beautiful. I feel inclined to blow my mind,
Bit of everything here. Played by me and from Kel Patterson from Guildford in Surrey. Some great choices here. That was the Small Faces, Ichiku Park. And here's B-52s and Rome. Those were the non-stop oldies. Thank you for them. Badge on its way to Kel Patterson. Give a shout out, righty, to my mum from Hannah Harris. Hello, mum. Hello, Hannah's mum. Stephen Gang, any chance of a shout out to Dave and Brian Katie and Nana Rita? Eventually sorted out the Wi-Fi password so we can listen to the big show whilst dipping our toes in the cold swimming pool on holiday here in Lanzarote. Great show, by the way. Righty, loving the show. Can you give a shout out to Big Bob and his son-in-law Chris? We're singing along to the show whilst painting the church hall in Marlborough. Tell Bob he's missed a bit. You missed a bit, mate. Just up there, on the left there, near the steeple. Give us a shout out on the school run. Bit late, I'm afraid. Shout out to Stephen. This is Jim Fareham in Hampshire. Big shout out to Stephen, Laura, Tom and Harry on half term and driving back home. Look who's coming on soon. It's Graham Norton.
We've got a great show for you tonight. We've got Hollywood stars and even Oscar winners, pop icons. But I know why you're all excited. It's the budget on Monday. Yay. As if Mondays weren't enough fun already.
last week's show. A reminder about our brand new app, BBC Sounds. It combines all radio and podcasts from across the BBC along with new music mixes. You'll get recommendations on stuff you like to listen to, and the more you use it, the better it gets. It's music, it's radio, it's podcast, all your audio in one place. BBC Sounds. All right, let's take a look at the news headlines here. Staff at Google offices around the world are staging an unprecedented series of walkouts in protest at the company's treatment of women. Virgin Trains says it's permanently removing all peak hour restrictions to trains that travel on Friday afternoons from London Euston Station. It said the decision was made to ease overcrowding on Friday evening off-peak trains to destinations such as Birmingham, Manchester and Liverpool. And the Bank of England has indicated there could be a faster pace of interest rate increases if the UK manages to, or a smooth exit from the European Union. Should you wish to email us right through the afternoon, if you need a shout out, email steve.wright@bbc.co.uk, text 88291, tweet us at BBC Radio 2. Here's Bobby.
Steve, thank you. South of Leeds, the M621 eastbound at Junction 3 for the city centre, the Dewsbury Road. That accident from earlier is still there, waiting to be recovered. You can get past it, but it is slow. The A628, now, if you're thinking of using the Woodhead Pass at Langsett, the A628, where it meets with the A616 Flouch roundabout, we've got all approaches to the roundabout closed because they're recovering this overturned lorry still. The M6 southbound, 15 to 14, there was a breakdown in the roadworks to Stafford North. One lane was closed, got it all open now, but still queuing back towards junction 16. The A11 northbound between Thetford and Attleborough, it's still blocked at Kilverston Hall following this accident near the A1075. Should get a lane open soon though. And the M1 heading north, now big queues, 12 to 13, Flitwick to Bedford and Milton Keynes South. There are still 3 lanes shut following this earlier accident. Now the queues, if you're heading up from junction 8 from Hemel Hempstead, it's pretty solid. And just looking at the A1, the A1M and the A1, very, very slow up from South Mims. I think people using that as an alternative route. The M25, clockwise, 31. As you approach the QE2 bridge, there are still 2 lanes shut. They're repairing some potholes still. The queues are almost back to the M11 at junction 27. Also anti-clockwise, 24 to 23, 2 lanes were closed with this accident. Still got 1 lane shut towards South Mims. And then anti-clockwise at the bottom at 5, the M26. The accident there has been cleared, but still congested back towards junction 6. And then further around towards the Dartford tunnels, junctions 3 to 2, so towards the A2. There's flooding, so 2 lanes are shut because of that. A3 southbound at Putney Heath. The flooding that closed the underpass, it still closed the A3 itself. You have to use an up and over diversion. And then finally to the A23 in Crawley, it was closed at the Tushmore roundabout following an accident. Now they've still got some restrictions in place. You're going to have to take it in turns to get through. It's worth avoiding if you can, but it's not an officially closed route at the moment. Back with another one for you, 25 minutes.
Use an up and over.
Allow me to present this website again. Oh, my goodness. There's a pigeon in the room. Call me. We'll do a feature on it. Oh, it's left something on my shoulder.
Showed up at the right time in a broke down limousine. All you had was red lights and went and turned them all to green. I found you in a landslide and pulled you out again. The hardest conversations are the ones you never had. Well, you don't have to say it, 'cause you know I understand. Never been the bravest, but if you need a hand, I got you, baby. You're in trouble, I got you, baby. Nothing that I wouldn't do, baby. You know that I am a rock, I am a stone. I'll be your strength, I'll be your home. And you may walk a lonely road, but you will never walk alone. You will never walk alone. You will never walk alone. I don't have the answers, but I can listen for a while. Might not understand it, but I can try to make you smile when you're in a black place. I need a shoulder you can cry on. I got you, baby. You're in trouble. I got you, baby. Nothing that I wouldn't do, baby. You know that I am a rock. I am a stone. I'll be your strength. I'll be your home. And you may walk a lonely road, but you won't ever walk alone. You won't ever walk alone. You won't ever walk alone. You know, I am a rock, I am a stone. I'll be your strength, I'll be your home. And you may walk a lonely road, but you will never walk alone.
Now this afternoon's forecast is dry with sunny spells for much of the UK. Some rain over southeast England, which should clear away. Not quite in some areas. High temperature 12, that's in Dover in Kent. Overnight low is 1 Celsius in Brechin. Tonight dry and cold with some frost and fog. Tomorrow Friday, cold, dry and sunny for most places. A chance though of some showers or rain later in the day. Lights on sunset tonight, Edinburgh 4:32, Cardiff 4:46, Belfast 4:48 and London 4:34. There's Rudimental, Tom Walker. Here we are returning for Factoids, Janie Lee Grace.
Most Muppets are left-handed. That's because most Muppeteers are right-handed, so they operate the head with their favourite hand.
Not the Muppets I meet. If you're tired this afternoon, you've got plenty of exhausted company. New research reveals that nearly half of us say we're often or always exhausted due to work.
The original drummer in The Clash, Terry Chimes, now works as a very successful chiropractor. He's even got a practice in East London with over 30,000 patients. Plus, he's also an expert in acupuncture.
I've had acupuncture, it really works. Yeah, what you got, Janie?
Laughing is good for the heart and it can increase blood flow by 20%.
Oh, good.
Factoids.
I look up from the ground to see your sad and teary eyes. You look away from me and I see there's something you're trying to hide. And I reach for your hand but it's cold. You pull away again and I wonder what's on your mind. And then you say to me you made a dumb mistake. You start to tremble and your voice begins to break. You say the cigarettes on the counter weren't your friends, they were my mates. And I feel the colour draining from my face. And my friend said, I know you love her, but it's over, mate. It doesn't matter, put the phone away. It's never easy to walk away. Let her go, it'll be alright. So I still look back at all the messages you'd sent. And I know it wasn't right, but it was messing with my head. And everything deleted like the past year was gone. And when I touched your face I could tell you're moving on. But it's not the fact that you kissed him yesterday. It's the feeling of betrayal that I just can't seem to shake. And everything I know tells me that I should walk away, but I just wanna stay. And my friend said, I know you love her, but it's over, mate. It doesn't matter, put the phone away. It's never easy to walk away. Let her go, it'll be okay. It's gonna hurt for a bit of time. So bottoms up, let's forget tonight. You find another and you'll be just fine. Let her go. Nothing heals the past like time, and they can't steal the love you're born to find. But nothing heals the past like time, and they can't steal the love you're born to find.
I must say that you're still on fire on your TV show and on your radio shows. We love them. You love doing that, don't you?
I genuinely do enjoy it. I mean, it's weird because we're heading into our 21st year. Not always on the BBC. We were on Channel 4 before.
Channel 4, yeah.
But basically, chat shows for 21 years. Where if somebody said, oh, in this many years you'll be doing a similar job and you'll be loving it, you thought that's not likely. But it's true.
Yeah. And it's fine, isn't it? It's a lovely life.
At some point, you've got to go, I must have an idea. I must have some clue how to do this because I've been doing it for so long.
Yeah.
I mean, it hasn't worked with driving, but I'm sure it's worked with chat shows.
I think you'll be fine. All right. Now, as well as his work on TV and radio, I'm not reading this, Graham is also a best-selling author.
Woohoo!
Oh, yeah. His debut novel, Holding, which I hear, by the way, is you're going to make a movie of that, right?
Well, it's one of those things. I think every book that's published is optioned by somebody just in case. But I think ITV have commissioned a script and someone's writing a script. So
brilliant.
You never know.
Wow.
That was out in 2016 and was a Sunday Times bestseller and won him an Irish Book Award. Graham's recently published his second novel. It's called A Keeper. The novel opens with Elizabeth Keane, the story's main character, returning home from New York to Ireland following her mother's death. All right, who is she? How old is she? What's her situation before going back?
Elizabeth Keane, she's divorced, she's got a teenage son, and she, in a way, reflects a lot of me in that she got out of Dodge. She didn't want to stay in Ireland. The minute she had an opportunity to leave, she did. And unlike me, she hasn't really gone back. She hasn't really spent time there.
Yeah.
So she comes back to an Ireland that she thinks she knows, and she doesn't really know it. It's changed a lot. But the driving force of the story is that when she's packing up her mother's house, she finds this little packet of letters, and they're love letters from her father to her mother, and she never knew her father.
She never knew her father.
And she didn't know anything about him. He died very young, she was always told, and these letters set her off on this journey of discovery of what happened to her mother and where she came from. Then in another timeline, you find out what really happened to the mother. And the story that's back in the 70s, it starts off quite light. It's a sort of almost like an awkward romance between Patricia and Edward, the farmer she finds through an ad in the Irish Farmers Journal, which is a real thing. Getting in touch was a real column in the Irish Farmers Journal. Google it. Some of the ads are cheap. Well, they all begin with farmer TT. And you think, what the hell is TT? It's teetotal.
Oh, really?
So someone with land who doesn't drink, that's a catch.
Yeah. Where would you find somebody like that?
It's just told you.
I imagine it was a lie.
Yeah, exactly. What kind of person is she? Is she an articulate, intelligent person? And what's she done with her life?
So Elizabeth, she is an articulate person. She's plagued by kind of insecurities and doubts and things. Is she being a good enough mother? Was the failure of her marriage her fault? She feels very judged by everyone in this little town because she is. Because that's what, Irish towns are like. Everybody knows your business. I was in Bantry in County Cork, and I was doing this thing with a young people's group, and they were asking me questions about the telly and whatever, and I was trying to answer them. And this young girl put up her hand, and she went, "What's it like being famous?" And I'm thinking, well, how do you answer that? And then in a blinding flash, it came to me, being famous is like living in Bantry. Because everybody knows you, everyone knows your business, and there's a lot of people you want to avoid in the supermarket. And it's so true.
Well, luckily, I was just going to ask that question myself, so I'm going to tick that one off, Graham.
It's like living in Bantry, Steve.
Yeah.
So what was it inspired you to write this then?
The germ of this story came from my mother. So I don't want to spoil it. There's a twist in the novel around the lonely hearts and the love letters. That was a story my mother told me that happened to the daughter of a friend of hers. And I just thought, that's a very good twist. I want to put that in a book. The story in the past with Patricia dating Edward and stuff, that I kind of mapped out. So that was structured quite firmly. And then the story of Elizabeth, there were bits she had to find out along the way, but actually her own story and what's happening in her life with her husband and her son, that all kind of happened as I was writing it.
But the discipline of the two timelines, that makes it quite difficult to write, doesn't it? Are you a very structured writer? Do you set time aside and stick to it?
Not really, no, because I'm doing other things. So when I get time, I don't have the luxury of writer's block. You've got today, you better write something. So in a way, it sort of focuses your mind. I think it must be very hard to have all the time in the world and a book. I mean, I think that's how you end up writing those big tomes.
Yeah. Let me just take a break, Graham, and we're going to come back in just a second. No, go away. Graham Norton's here.
And you can dance for inspiration.
started out, I mean, and you are an actor and a comedian, and then you kind of became other things. I was wondering if you have been writing for a long time and now you've found that you have the opportunity to.
I used to write a lot when I was young, and I suppose it was one of the things that I thought I might do. I mean, I do feel kind of terrible in a way because I'm so smug. Graham off the telly, look at you getting your book deal and now you've got your second novel out. I've got friends and they've written 2 or 3 books and they're still trying to get an agent or a publisher. It's a really hard world to become a professional author. And you meet them in here.
Yeah.
The ones that are successful, they're not just writers. I mean, they're business people, they're sales people, the ones who are good at it, who can really shift books. They're a different breed.
I was wondering if you ever envisaged doing all of this stuff that you do now when you were out being a jobbing comedian.
My only desire was to stop waiting tables. Everything after that is success.
It's a bonus.
So when I've got enough stand-up gigs that I could pay rent and not work in a restaurant, I thought, this is it. I have made it, ladies and gentlemen. So honestly, everything else since then has been butter on bacon.
But you must have had ambition, Graham. You must have thought, OK, I'm doing this now, I'm successful, I don't have to work in a restaurant anymore, here I am. Next thing, maybe I'd like to do a talk show.
It sounds so disingenuous. People say, are you ambitious? I want to say no. Clearly, I am. I'm a megalomaniac. But
No, you're not.
But I don't recognise that in myself. All I would say is, I think if I'm given an opportunity, then I do seize it.
Yeah. You are one of those guys, when you come on stage, when you come on the radio, we're immediately cheered up. And that's down to your work ethic and your desire to be entertained.
Well, it's like having a wash. It's just good manners, isn't it? Like if you leave the house, smack a smile on and don't smell. There you go.
Well,
those are the 2 rules.
You ever thought of Febreze?
But it's interesting because a lot of your work is interviewing other people and making them look good as well. But if one of your novels does come out on TV or on film, I'm sure it will, is that going to be a really different feeling for you?
I don't know because it hasn't happened. In my head, I think I'll be quite detached from it. I'll just I'll be sat on a sofa.
Your baby?
Well, no, because my baby's there. My baby's a book. That's what I wrote. I wrote a book and I didn't write it thinking, oh, this will make a great film. I can't wait for someone to make this into a film. Because actually, both of them, I think, are quite hard to film. Both of them have a lot of flashbacks and dotting around and multiple characters. So I think they work as books, but I'm not sure how they'll work on screen.
Would you accept a role in one of them, Graham?
I don't know. Oh, I suppose I could play Elizabeth's husband in this one, but that'd be about it. Plot spoil right there.
Yeah. Would you, for example, if there was a movie, if it was a movie or a TV movie or whatever, would you go down to the set and say, she wouldn't do that?
Be like that.
Or would you say, well, get on with it?
I think, I'll probably be that guy. I'll be the one going, no,
I know.
that anorak. No, but I like to think that my job is done. I wrote the book, and what I like is being able to step back and say to other people, well, you know what you're doing. It's like with the TV show. I do my job on the Thursday night, and then someone overnight, they edit it. I used to go to the edit in the morning, on the Friday morning, and then I realized, what am I doing here? I'm making this process slower.
Yeah.
And I've got to trust that the best people are doing this. And it's like with the book. I write the book, but then other people put together the cover, they put together a marketing campaign, all of those things. You have to go, this is not my world. You guys know what you're doing. I enjoy working with people who are really good at something that I have no idea how to do.
The book is called A Keeper. It's out now in hardback and as an ebook. And just one more thing, sir. Do you think the characters and the predicaments within we all can relate to?
I think you can, because really the core thing in this is loneliness and what people will do to combat loneliness and the extraordinary lengths people will go and how we are extraordinarily resilient as people.
Lovely. Listen, good to see you, Graham. The novel is called A Keeper. It's out now, as I say, and it was Graham Norton, everybody. Graham, brilliant.
Girls are dancing all around and just for me. And the party wouldn't swing if not for me. I've made your hearts jump. I cause the hate. I'm in demand. I am the bait. I turned a girl into a heaving senseless rat.
make contact with the programme, it's email steve.wright@bbc.co.uk. Text 88291, tweet us at BBC Radio 2. There's The Look, I Am The Beat. Joe and Simon at 5, Radio 2 in concert, Paul Weller, of course, 7:30, CMA Music Festival 2018. Country star Morgan Evans introduces highlights from the final night of the CMA Music Fest in Nashville, with music and chat from Florida Georgia Line, Thomas Rhett, Dirks Bentley, Ricky Skaggs, Brett Eldridge and Cole Swindle. That's at 9 o'clock tonight on Radio 2. And now, it's Bobby Pryor.
Thank you, Steve. First of all, to the M60. Now, anti-clockwise in Manchester, junction 17, which is the Bury New Road, the A56. We've got one lane closed. It's an incident at the press switch turn-off. So the M60 anti-clockwise, very heavy, back to 19 at Heaton Park and 19 for Hayward on the 62. The M6 northbound, 16 to 17 up towards Sandbach, we've got one lane shut. That's because of a breakdown. The latest on the Woodhead Pass bit, the A628, where it meets with the Flouch roundabout, the A619, it is still completely blocked at Langsett following this earlier recovery work of the overturned lorry. Problems still for the M1 northbound, 12 to 13. The accident at Milton Keynes South has left one lane still shut with really heavy queues through there. And the M25. Now, if you're clockwise, there's this big queue, first of all, from junction 10, the A3 to 16 for the M40. Busy across the top, 2 to 24 in patches. But the really big queue is back past 27 for the M11, all the way to the QE2 bridge, because there are still two lanes shut. This is if you're heading from 29 to 30. There's potholes they are still repairing. The queues, because of this, are huge. People have been stuck for an hour and a half trying to get through that. Also, anti-clockwise across the top, 24 to 23 is slow following the earlier bump, and there's a big queue from 16 to 11 already. Junction 5 for the M26, that accident is cleared. And finally, there are two lanes shut because of flooding towards the Dartford Tunnel, 3 to 2. That's where the flooding is. Back with more, half an hour.
Loving the show as always, but from Mauritius on our honeymoon, would love a shout out for my beautiful wife, Kerry, and myself, Carol.
One foot in front of the other.
You got it.
One breath leads to another, yeah. Just keep moving. Oh, look with them for the strength today. Listen out for the voice to say. Just keep moving. Oh, figure it out, but don't stop moving. Go, go, go. Figure it out. You can do this. So my love, keep on running. You gotta get through today. Yeah, my love, keep on running. Gotta keep those tears at bay. Oh, my love, don't stop running. Gotta send them up in flames. Don't stop, tomorrow's another day. Don't stop, tomorrow you feel nothing. Just keep moving. Oh, don't stop, the past will trip you up. You know right now's not a be enough. Just keep moving. Oh, figure it out, but don't stop moving. Go, go, go. Figure it out. You can do this. So my love, keep on running. We gotta get through today. Yeah, my love, keep on running. Gotta keep those tears at bay. Oh, my love, don't stop running. Gotta send them up in flames.
David Guetta. See ya! Coming up in the Showbiz Cuts, BBC Sounds colleagues Greg James, Woman's Hour, and Dottie. Oh yeah. We got Janie Lee Grace, Tim Smith, Bobby Pryor, Claire Runacres, Betty Glover with sport coming up after the news. There'll be Dame Darcy Bustle, Keira Knightley, and much more on The Big Show.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. Great Britain.
This is Radio 2 on the BBC Sounds app, on digital radio and on 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 4 o'clock. This is Claire Runacres. The National Crime Agency has been asked to investigate suspected criminal offences relating to campaign spending during the EU referendum. The Electoral Commission has recommended an inquiry into the pressure group Leave.eu and a number of leading figures, including the businessman Aaron Banks, who was a prominent donor to UKIP. He said he was confident it would end what he called the ludicrous allegations against him. The former deputy chairman of UKIP, Suzanne Evans, gave her reaction.
I was part of the Vote Leave campaign. I was put under enormous pressure, as were others in UKIP, to turn my back away from Vote Leave and join with Leave.eu, and I refused to do that because we simply didn't think that was the right way to go. These allegations are very serious, and if they're proven true, I really do think it is absolutely shocking.
A boy of 16 has pleaded guilty to causing serious injury by dangerous driving after a 3-year-old boy from Wigan was hit by a van and left in a critical condition. The teenager admitted failing to stop and driving without a licence or insurance. The man, suspected of killing 11 people at a synagogue in the American city of Pittsburgh, has entered a not guilty plea. Robert Bowers, who's 46, is facing 44 charges, some of which carry the death penalty. Google's staff around the world are walking out in protest at the tech firm's treatment of women and ethnic minorities. They're demanding a commitment to end inequality in pay and changes to the way harassment claims are handled. Sam Dutton, who's a web developer, has been taking part in the demonstration in London.
So we're walking out to support colleagues in any workplace that have suffered harassment and to ensure that perpetrators aren't protected or rewarded.
A former detective inspector at Cleveland Police has been found guilty of gross misconduct towards his junior female colleagues. A disciplinary hearing in Middlesbrough upheld 8 complaints that Simon Herwood had abused his rank to target vulnerable women for sex. He resigned earlier this year. Shareholders in Patisserie Valerie have approved an emergency plan to save the bakery chain from going bust. The Serious Fraud Office is investigating a £20 million black hole in its finances. Here's our business editor, Simon Jack.
Ultimately, the shareholders had no choice. Approve a plan that will see new investors get shares at a massive discount to the existing owners, or see the company collapse, wiping out the value of their investment entirely. Luke Johnson, who owned 37% of Patisserie Valerie, put £20 million of his own money in early October when the chain was hours from folding. That didn't stop small shareholders from being angry. There were bad-tempered exchanges at an emergency meeting today. Luke Johnson said he would be stepping down from all other executive roles in order to focus on reviving the company.
And a Japanese airlines pilot has been charged with being drunk as he was about to fly to Tokyo from Heathrow. The flight was delayed by an hour, then eventually flown by the co-pilots. BBC News at 4:03 are next at 5.
Thank you. Sport now, here's Betty Glover.
Thanks, Steve. Leicester City manager Claude Puel says the death of the club's owner Vichai Siwatanaprapa has left them numb and in shock. But he insists his players are ready to train and give 100% for the honour of their chairman. Siwatanaprapa died along with 4 other people in the helicopter crash outside the King Power Stadium on Saturday. Leicester play Cardiff City in their first fixture since the tragedy in 2 days' time. Elsewhere, Manchester City forward Raheem Sterling has verbally agreed a lucrative new 5-year contract at the club. It makes him one of the highest paid players in the Premier League. In rugby union, Eddie Jones says Saturday's match against South Africa is a good opportunity for Owen Farrell to play at fly half. Farrell will start at number 10 for only the 3rd time in the Jones era, while Ospreys' Luke Morgan will win his first cap in Wales' opening autumn international against Scotland on Saturday. And finally, American Simone Biles has won gold in the women's all-around event at the 2018 World Championships in Doha, while she's been suffering with a kidney stone. This makes her the first female gymnast to win 4 world all-around titles.
Thank you.
88 to 91 FM.
Afternoon, big show on the air.
BBC Radio 2. Oh, yeah. Steve Wright.
gis ma di ree nga foog ni yow xamuma li nekk ci sama suuf ak sigina bëgguma ku ma xool dal di ne yow li nekk si yow moo ne si man li ne si man mooy di leen jàppale.
We should be using. I'm the ones who practice wicked charms for the sword and the stone. Bad to the bone. Battle's not over, even when it's won. And when a child is born into this world, it has no concept of the tone the skin it's living in. It's not a second, we're 7 seconds away. Just as long as I stay, I'll be waiting. It's not a second, we're 7 seconds away. Or just as long as I stay, I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting. J'assume les raisons qui nous poussent de changer tout. J'aimerais qu'on oublie le couleur pour qu'ils espèrent. Beaucoup de sentiments, de race qu'il faut qu'ils désespèrent. Je veux les gamins ouverts, des amis pour parler de leur peine, de leur joie pour qu'ils le vivent. Des infos qui ne divisent pas. Changer. 7 seconds away. Just as long as I stay, I'll be waiting. It's not a second, we're 7 seconds away. Or just as long as I stay, I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting. Child is born into this world. It has no concept of the tone the skin is living in. And there's a million voices. And there's a million voices. To tell you what you should be thinking. So you better sober up for just a second. We're 7 seconds away. Just as long as I stay, I'll be waiting. It's not a second, we're 7 seconds away. Or just as long as I stay, I'll be waiting. It's not a second.
Yosunder, Nana Cherry, 7 seconds away.
Or just as long as I stay,
I'll be waiting. Stars including Chance the Rapper, SZA and Miguel have paid tribute to Mac Miller at a memorial concert. The gig was held in Los Angeles, and as well as performances, there was also tribute messages from celebrities. Stormzy has told the BBC that his new music is groundbreaking. In an interview with Newsbeat, he said that he's been locked in the studio and feels like he's created his best work ever. Kate Wright is trending on the socials. On Twitter, for example, after the announcement of her engagement to Rio Ferdinand. Elle tweets, Kate Wright and Rio Ferdinand engaged is the best news. And Zoe tweets, so happy for Rio Ferdinand and Kate Wright. God bless. Now, as we've been telling you, the BBC Sounds app was launched today. Ken Bruce broadcast his show from a pod over the London Eye, or the London Ear, as it is called today, especially for us. Now, as well as Ken and Greg James, well, there were lots of people there. Greg James was there for the final hour of his breakfast show on Radio 1, which caught him by surprise.
Yeah, it is actually... Oh, they've shut the door. They've shut the door. We're moving. I was supposed to do a countdown.
You're in there now, mate.
Oh, I can see Ken Bruce from Radio 2. He's waiting to do his show. I think he's doing his show from 9:30 today. We're now moving, and the eye's moving.
Yeah, it's very slow.
I'm alone in a capsule now. I warned everyone this is what it would sound like. I just said it would be a man in a capsule going slowly mad.
Sounds great, Greg, honestly. Dottie over on 1 Extra was super excited for the launch.
The reason we are here live from the London Eye is because we are launching something brand new called BBC Sounds. Hey, Robbie.
Hey.
Have you heard about BBC Sounds?
No, I can't say I have.
Well, let me tell you all about it. BBC Sounds is the biggest launch from the BBC in a decade. And will transform what you hear from the BBC.
Wow.
That's not all, though. It brings together the BBC's live and on-demand radio, music and podcasts into a single, personalised app.
Tear it up, Dottie.
In fact, Robbie, why don't you download the app right now?
Okay, I think I will, Dottie.
Have you downloaded it?
Yes.
Boy, that was fast.
That's brilliant. Ken Bruce. Now, this is a thing. This is an interesting thing. Ken Bruce linked up with Jane Garvey on Woman's Hour over on Radio 4 for a special round of Popmaster, which you heard on Radio 2. Now, this is what it sounded like from the other side on Radio 4.
Well, you're going to get a Popmaster T-shirt, which I hope you'll wear every day on Woman's Hour.
Yes, I'll just cross out the word master, Ken, and replace it with something a bit more appropriate. Thank you so much. Have a very good show.
You carry on with the wonderful show that you're doing. Thanks so much, Jane. See you soon.
I tell you what, my career, that if it hadn't peaked with the interview with Hillary Clinton that didn't quite come off live, it most certainly has now. Ken Bruce, he is such a legend. So our thanks to him.
Oh, that's brilliant. So are you, Jane. You can download the BBC Sounds app for free right now or visit the BBC Sounds website at bbc.co.uk/sounds.
It's true, pink and blue. I can share your situation. Keeping hold on our emotions, they will only make us cry. And you go, I know, but you know. It ain't so serious anyway. When the clouds arrive, we'll live on ocean drive. Don't know why you're so blue. The sun's gonna shine on everything you do. The sky's so blue. The sun's gonna shine on everything you do. We left you black and blue without a word of explanation. And he took your love for granted, and he left you high and dry. But you know, someday, well, you wonder what you see in him anyway. When that day arrives, we'll live on ocean drive. Don't know why you're so blue. The sun's gonna shine on everything you do. The sky's so blue. The sun's gonna shine on everything you do. Gonna shine on everything you do. The sky's so blue. The sun's gonna shine on everything.
Precisely 24 hours away from serious jocking from this programme with no G. 24 hours away from the jocking.
The sun's gonna shine on everything you do.
Righty, can you please give a shout out loving the show whilst driving down to Madrid for an overnight stop? Starting our 5-month trip to Spain. 5 months? Won't take that long. Bev and Steve. Shout out to Richard driving on the A4 in our motorhome on a road trip celebrating our 20th wedding anniversary. Many thanks from Julia.
The weather's turning, the chill is setting in, but not on a Saturday night. Here we go. Oh, no, 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 no.
The Craig Charles House Party.
You're all invited as we throw open the doors because the weather in the studio is always hot, hot, hot.
Life is just a game.
Wow. Playing a fine selection of music as we keep the groove going.
Check this out.
This is SOUL.
Show me what you got.
It's funky, soul-y house party goodness.
The Craig Charles House Party.
Come on in.
Saturday nights from 10.
Are you ready to party?
Oh, yeah.
On BBC Radio 2.
Bringing on Kira next.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. BBC Radio 2.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
The Big Show.
Keira Knightley's seen it all in her career. All of it? I don't think she's seen it all.
Most of it.
Most of it. You've seen most of it, haven't you, Keira?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
The Seas of the Caribbean. Oh, this is one of those clever cues, everybody.
Carry on.
When she was hanging around with pirates. Darcy's Pemberley Estate in Pride and Prejudice. And a Muse house that attracts carol singers in Love Actually, etc., etc. Very clever. And for a new movie, Keira's in a world of fantasy starring as the Sugar Plum Fairy in The Nutcracker and the Four Realms. She's on the line now.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon. How are you?
I'm really well, thank you.
Well, this looks just so wonderful and so perfect for this time of year. For anybody that doesn't know the Nutcracker story, just clue us in.
It's a family adventure story about a girl who's going to save the world. What more could you want?
How's she going to do that,
Well,
Keira?
that's the question. That's why you should go and watch the movie. All of you, as many people as possible. And then you will find out, and you will find out how my very pink cake-like character of the Sugar Plum Fairy helps her or doesn't.
You had a little bit of a scene with the glitter, Keira.
Oh,
'cause
I had so
you
much
were covered
glitter.
in it.
Yes, we shot this film for about 4 months, and I'm very pink. I mean, I actually do look like a cake, and my hair looks like candy floss, and I am covered head to toe in pink glitter, which my house is still covered in.
Yeah, you
There is
can't get rid of it.
No, you can't get rid of it at
And
all.
I would
no.
just like to say, I've seen this film, and your hair does look like candy floss.
Yes.
Don't say any more about
I
that,
won't.
okay? And can I just say, it looks to me like you're having great fun with this character. It's a little bit Patsy from Ab Fab. It's a
Yeah.
little bit Helena Bonham Carter, certainly the hair.
Yeah.
And you are going all out with this character.
Oh yeah, it's not subtle. I mean, in any way. It's probably the only opportunity I'm ever going to have to be the pantomime dame. So I thought I should go for that. And also, I am very pink. I mean, there is literally nothing subtle about the way I look in any way. So I sort of felt like the performance should be as big as the look. And it is.
The movie, it's about Clara, played by Mackenzie Foy, who's a curious and inventive young girl. Clara and her family are facing their first Christmas without their mother.
Yep.
Via a mysterious golden thread, Clara enters a parallel world featuring 4 realms. And then it goes kind of off, doesn't it? It goes, yeah.
I mean, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And you really, really see those 4 realms in all of their glory.
Have you come to save us, Clara? No. I'm sorry. I didn't even know this place existed before today. You see, I was looking for a Christmas present from my godfather.
I love Christmas. What's Christmas?
And then I ran into this horrible little mouse. And that's where I met the captain.
We barely escaped Mother Ginger and the Mouse King.
You met Mother Ginger? Oh, my dear Clara. You're lucky to be alive.
There's some, what they call CGI, for people listening, CGI, and there's some stuff that kind of looks real to me.
Yeah.
So,
That is how it was.
yeah.
There was some real stuff, and then there was stuff that they made in the computer.
Are you confirming that for
I
me?
am confirming that. Yes, I can confirm that that is true. Like my wings. You see, the main thing, I was like,
They were
I get
real.
I got to play a fairy, and I never saw my wings. I was like,
that's
and they said,
disappointing.
oh no, we're going to make those in the computer later. I thought that was really unfair.
And you know the mouse, right? The
Yeah.
mouse. Some of that is CGI, but tell me, some of it is a real mouse.
We did have some people in mice costumes, but I think a lot of that is CGI. But there were some amazing mice costumes running around. Yeah.
Okay, and the big toy soldiers who...
That was CGI.
That was CGI. 'cause
Yeah.
They're the baddies, aren't they, towards
Yeah,
the end?
they are. And there was a point when we did the film where they were going to be little toy soldiers. And then they went, oh no, they're not scary, so now they have to be big toy soldiers. So it was quite weird because at the beginning we were looking at nothing, because that's what happens when they make things in computer. You're just pretending something's there and you're pretending it was very small. And then all of a sudden we had to pretend it was very big.
Yeah.
So that was interesting, and I think they were right. I think it is scarier if they're bigger.
Kira's online from her hotel, and we're going to come back with Kira Knightley in just a moment. Stay there, Kira. Thank you very much.
Looking for some education, made my way into the night. All that conversation, baby, can't you read the signs? I will go you with the detail, baby. I don't even wanna waste your time. Let's just say that maybe you could help to ease my mind. Baby, I ain't Mr. Right, but if you're looking for fast love in your eyes, it's more than love. Had some bad love, some fast love is all that I've got on my mind. Ooh, yeah, yeah. What's that to think about, baby? Hey, baby. Oh, yeah. Looking for some affirmation, made my way into the sun. My friends got their ladies, they're all having babies, but I just wanna have some fun. I will go you with the detail, baby. I gotta get there in your own sweet time. Let's just say that maybe you could help to ease my mind. Baby, I ain't Mr. Right, but if you're looking for fast love in your eyes, it's more than enough. Had some bad love, so fast love is all that I've got on my mind. Taste it now, baby. In the absence of security, I made my way into the night. Stupid Cupid keeps on calling me, but I see nothing in his eyes. I miss my baby. Oh yeah, I miss my baby tonight. So why don't we make a little room in my BMW, babe? Searching for some peace of mind. Hey, I help you find it. I do believe that we are practicing the same religion. Oh, you really ought to get up now. That's right. That's right. Oh, you really ought to get up.
Back here with Kira Knightley, starring in the new Disney film The Nutcracker and the Four Realms. The cast includes Helen Mirren, Morgan Freeman,
Yeah.
Richard E. Grant, and Matthew McFadden. That's a fantastic cast as
It
well.
was.
I would imagine that you guys as actors, it must be just lovely to be in a warm, cosy, family kind of thing.
Yes, it is. It's the start of the holiday season. And
Yeah.
what better to be in the Nutcracker? How wonderful. And it's really silly. So I think there's a lot of fun to be had when you can just literally kind of go, you know what, we are looking like this and it's quite extreme. And so we can all just sort of have a lot of fun and try and make each other giggle.
We should also say it's quite moving in places, especially the story concerning Clara.
Yeah, exactly, because she is coming to terms with the death of her mother and she's dealing with emotions that she doesn't quite know how to deal with, and she doesn't know how to deal with her father, and so all of it's a kind of journey of trying to deal with the situation that you're in at that point. And also you save yourself, save your family, and save this world of magic, I suppose. So I think, yes, there is a poignant part of it. I'm not the poignant part of it in any way. Well, or am I?
Yeah,
exactly.
All right. The costumes, we have to mention again the costumes because they are so stunning. I mean, every time you saw a new costume come on this set, you must have been running and thanking the costume designers.
Yeah, I mean, the design was absolutely amazing. Mackenzie, who plays Clary, she at some point was in a dress that lit up.
Wow.
I mean, she was literally shining, and I'm in a big pink cake. Again, I mean, I think when you're given a big pink cake to wear, you sort of go, oh, well, that's the character then. Okay, I don't need to do too much. I then did do a lot, but whatever.
Let's ask you about what you're up to. You've got a couple new films coming up, haven't you, after this?
I do, yes.
Official Secrets, tell us about that one.
Official Secrets is quite interesting. I don't know if you remember, I didn't, but there was a whistleblower in 2003 who worked for GCHQ. Yep, and she released a memo from the NSA that basically looked for information on members of the UN Security Council.
Okay.
So it's a film about that and about whistleblowers and about the Official Secrets Act itself. I'm less of a pantomime dame in that.
Yeah, you're not pink at all
Not
in that,
really,
are you?
no.
And when that comes out, perhaps you'll come back and talk to us about it, yeah?
That would be lovely.
And what about The Aftermath?
The Aftermath, yeah, I think that's coming out February or March, which is the story of the rebuilding of Hamburg after World War II. And it's sort of the story of how do you become, if you've seen somebody as your enemy for 6 years and you've seen somebody as being dehumanized, how do you get over that? And if you've suffered severe trauma, how do you as a couple kind of come through that? So it's got kind of lots of different themes and a love story as well. Again, another very serious one.
Are there going to be any more Caribbean movies, do you think?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll take that as a don't know then.
That's a don't know.
Yeah, that's a don't know.
Yeah.
Just recap, if you can, Kira, on this film. The film is called The Nutcracker and the Four Realms. Who's it for? What do we get from it?
I think it's for children, or families in general. I think what you get is the magic of the Nutcracker. You know, if you've seen the ballet, it's so magical and Christmassy, isn't it? So hopefully you'll go and see the film and you'll feel magical and Christmassy as well.
Brilliant. I love talking to you. The Nutcracker and the Four Realms, starring Keira Knightley, is in cinemas from tomorrow and it's rated PG. Thank you, Keira.
Thank you very much.
Keira Knightley, everybody. Thanks, Keira.
Thanks a lot.
Maybe there's a line that you crossed when you said my love was a lie. People like you always want back what you gave them, and it's true. When I think about it now, I think it might be too late. But if I see you out, well, it could go two ways. Because I'm on sleepless nights, in and out of love with you. It's the last chance to catch this flight. Upside down, you cut me loose in the past. How long will this last? I know I was wrong. What I can't explain, I wrote down in a song. People like me will lock you out and keep hold of the key. When I think about it now, I think it might be too late. But if I see you out, well, it could go two ways. Because I'm on sleepless nights, in and out of love with you. It's the last chance to catch this flight. Upside down, you cut me loose in the past.
check your timepiece or your phone. It's precisely 4:30. Now.
Steve, it's Jeremy Vine.
Yes.
Vine. A man goes into the doctor's and says, "Doctor, I keep thinking I've got a strawberry growing out the top of my head." "Ah," says the doctor, "I've got some cream you can put on that." Whoa, that is funny. Sometimes I'm funnier than Boris Johnson. Why? I don't know about that. Call me.
Now, still to come, Dame Darcy Bustle from Strictly. She's also got a new book about her life. It's called Evolved. Okay. It's Bobby time.
Steve, thank you. First of all, the latest on the A628 at Langsett. The road is still blocked at the A616 Flouch roundabout. A lorry went over on the roundabout. They're still recovering it, so you've still got queues in both directions and you still can't use that on all approaches. The M60 anti-clockwise at 17. There was an incident there. One lane is still shut, causing big queues on the 62 and on the M60 as well. The M6 northbound at the bottom, but heading up from 3 Nuneaton to 3A for the M6 toll. There's a breakdown there and one lane is shut. Problems for the M25, there are many. First of all, both ways you're going to find queues between 11 Chertsey, 16 for the M40. That is already heavy. Across the top it's busy. There's this huge solid queue from 27, the M11, a little bit before as well, all the way to the QE2 bridge. They're still repairing the potholes, so you've still got 2 lanes closed there. Big queues around the whole area, taking at least 2 hours to get through there. On the other side of the Dartford crossing, we had one of the tunnels closed, so you've got queues back in that, also between 3 and 2. So in those queues, there's 2 lanes of the M25 anti-clockwise closed for flooding. So that queue is heading back to 4 at Orpington. The A23 at Crawley is closed both ways at Tushmore roundabout now for recovery of the earlier accident. And the M20 eastbound at Junction 8 for Leeds Castle got an accident there. 1 lane is closed. Back with more for you in half an hour.
Thank you very much. I was in America the other day and I had the opportunity to go and see this guy live, Richard Marx. So I did. Not my normal kind of gig that I would go to, but he was very good. Richard Marx, Endless Summer Nights now.
Now you're looking back at me, searching for
He also wrote, by the way, Right Here Waiting for You. Da, 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 da. And he wrote Dance with My Father. Oh, my goodness. There's V Feltz at 5 a.m. tomorrow, and then it's Chris, of course, joined by actress Claire Foy, comedian and writer David Williams, and actress and singer Sheridan Smith, and there's live music from Boyzone tomorrow morning. Me and Tim Smith back for some more factoids now. The English drink more tea than most other cultures in the world, even more than the Japanese. But the Irish drink more tea than the English. Now, here's Tim.
90% of all bats in the world are so tiny they weigh less than 1 ounce, and the leg bones of a bat are so thin that no bat can walk. The leg bones cannot sustain the weight of the bat, so no bats can walk.
Is that right? That's great.
You seem dumbfounded by that fact.
I am. I didn't know that.
Sorry, did I make too much of that?
No, not at all. That's why they're hanging upside down, right? For an American, a fortnight is 2 weeks. A lift is an elevator, and the second floor is what?
Oh, that's the first floor.
Correct.
Factoids. BBC Radio 2 is in concert this November.
Intimate performances from some of the biggest names in music.
All live from the historic BBC Radio Theatre.
Are you excited? Let me hear you. Coming up, Ed Sheeran, Emily Sandé, Boy George and Culture Club, Cliff Richard. And it all begins with Paul Weller.
BBC Radio 2 in concert.
Join me, Joe Wiley, for BBC Radio 2 in concert with Paul Weller. Tonight from 7:30. Watch by pressing the red button from any BBC TV channel.
Dame Darcy Bussell is with us today.
Thank you very much.
Hey, Darcy, how are you?
Very good, thank you. Even happier that I'm here now.
Well, no, it's great to see you again, and I've seen you on TV, by the way.
Well, on a Saturday?
Yeah, on a Saturday.
Really?
You seem to be on some kind of dancing show.
Really?
Yeah. I always think that you're firm but fair, aren't you?
I'd like to be. Yeah.
You're nicer than the others, but also suddenly you'll just turn around and say something quite cutting, but in a lovely way.
Well, we're at week 6 now, so we've got to take it slightly more seriously, and we can't be so forgiving anymore.
Sean voted out, and what did you make of all that kissing stuff?
Well, for me, obviously, I'm there to judge the dancing. I'm not there to judge the relationship.
That's the perfect answer.
Thank you.
And on that note, we'll move on.
No, we won't just yet. I was just going to ask about your views on the
dancing.
On the competitors. Do you have your own views that you have to keep back? Do you know what I mean?
Gosh, as a judge, you can't be biased at all. And if you're familiar with a celebrity in any way, if you've known them in other fields or met them several other times, when you get to know them and their personality, that's even better because then they can express that, and that will help.
And of
you
course,
don't want it just about the technique and whether they can achieve a Leckel or a, you know. As a whole, it's the music, it's their costume, everything comes into account.
it's the perfect television programme.
I feel very honoured to be watching it besides judging it.
You can see Darcy's life in dance in her new book, Evolved, which is a beautiful photographic book of her career through to the present day.
About 30 years of it, isn't it?
Yeah, it shows
Bit
Darcy
scary.
both in rehearsal and in full costume during performance and post shots, solo photos, plus many taken with partners and groups. When did you first find yourself dancing?
For me, it was watching those Sunday films of Fred Astaire and Gene Kelly, and that's what I first fell in love with. I don't think I ever presumed I was ever going to be a dancer. I wanted to be a gymnast. It grew on me, basically. But the book very much is to do with stepping out of that realm as this wonderful art where you can be very expressive and emotional and tell all these amazing stories, but then moving it into a more commercial light, so it's seen in a different way, but holding on to the respect.
When did you know you could do it, though? Because lots of little boys and girls want to be ballet dancers.
I don't think you ever know or ever really have that confidence where I've got it all, because you don't. You're constantly evolving as a dancer, you're constantly moving on, and you're constantly testing yourself. Classical ballet is a brilliant base, and it was an amazing technique and discipline to have under my belt, but it only gave me that confidence then to move on and try different things. Maybe when I got my first job at 18, when I got into the touring company, that's when I suddenly went, oh my gosh, I can do it now. I'm ready. I'm being paid to do it. How amazing.
How do you do that thing with the toes, by the way? I mean, there's some fantastic photographs. I mean, how do you do that with the toes?
Do you like the bare feet?
Yes.
Where you suddenly
that's even more incredible.
Yeah, it's when you take the point shoes off and you see the work that's gone into those poor feet.
The book is fantastic. We should say it's in the style of a coffee table style book.
It's large.
Yeah, really large.
We've had a lot of fun designing it, but also just trying to research where all these pictures come from, because a lot of them, digital world has changed, and a lot of these photographers' works had to be put into a different format.
Oh, yeah.
So a lot of pictures get lost. You know, you have a memory of doing a shoot or working with a certain artist, and then you can't find that picture. And the photographer goes, I'm so sorry, but it was a long time ago, Das. You really want that picture? And I'm like, yes, please. It has such a story. It has such a memory.
It's not on his computer, though,
yeah,
is it?
No,
it's in a box in the loft.
That's the sad thing, is did he actually change that into the different format that we have today? And we're spoilt now because we're in the digital age where photographs are endless.
Yeah, it's true. We're going to take a break now. Dame Darcy Bustle is with us, and we're talking Strictly, and we're talking her new book, Evolved. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Sooner or later, the lights up above will come down in circles and guide me to love. But I don't know what's right for me. I cannot see straight. I've been here too long and I don't wanna wait for it. Fly like a cannonball straight to my soul. Tear me to pieces and make me feel whole. I'm willing to fight for it and carry this weight. But with every step I keep questioning what is true. Fall on me with open arms. Fall on me from where you are. Fall on me with all your light. With all your light. With all your light. Presto una luce ti illuminerà, seguila sempre, guidarti saprà. Tu non arrenderti, attento a non perderti, e il tuo passato avrà senso per te. Vorrei che credessi in te stesso, ma sì, in ogni passo che muoverai qui. È un viaggio infinito, sorriderò se nel tempo che fugge mi porti con te. Fall on me, ascoltami. Fall on me, abbracciami. Fall on me, finché vorrai, finché vorrai, finché vorrai. I close my eyes and I'm seeing you everywhere. I step outside, it's like I'm breathing you in the air. I can feel you're there. Fall on me, ascoltami. Fall on me, abbracciami.
Andrea and Matteo Bocelli, Fall on Me. At 14 minutes to 5, we're here with Das. Joe and Simon's show, by the way, is a bit shorter today because of Radio 2 in concert with Paul Weller. That's at 7:30. So, if you want to be on Joe and Simon's end of days quiz, you need to get calling right now. It's now on 08000 288 291. That's the number to ring, and operatives are standing by. That's 08000 288 291. Call now for a chance to be on Joe and Simon's end of days quiz at 5:30, and it could be you picking the first song on tomorrow's All Request Friday. Bustle is here, and we're talking about her new book, Evolved, which looks at her career in pictures and in text. Let me ask you about your partners.
Yes.
Favourite pictures?
They all gave you something different. I think one of my most exciting partners was Carlos Acosta, Cuban dancer, exceptional, and an extraordinary story behind his life as well. He literally came off the streets of Cuba, was pushed into classical ballet.
We had him on one time.
Oh, you've had him? Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
Fascinating guy. I mean, we did quite a lot of pictures together, and there is one quite extreme one. But I was very lucky. I danced with an amazing Italian dancer, Roberto Bolle, who was from La Scala. And then there was Jonathan Cope, who I still work with, coaching. And he was probably where we created most new works together. There's a brilliant picture of us laughing so hard. But we're training. When you train so intensely, you need to have an ability to laugh at yourself as well.
Are you as fit as you were 20 years ago, say? Could you do it if asked?
No.
I'll take that as a no then.
No, I wish, but no, my body doesn't want to. But to stay healthy and to keep my body in tune and mobile, I still have to move, and I do a dance fitness, which just keeps me ticking over. But my body can't do that extreme anymore.
Do you miss it?
To the standard. I miss it a lot. I miss more the people I worked with. For me, it was very much about the collaboration and working as a team together, and I loved that.
Yeah.
And I miss them dreadfully. But I coach now, and I get a taster of it.
What is great is how photographers can catch you in the air.
Yeah. Well, they have to understand the musicality of it as well, and the timing. And I don't think all the poses are just about creating beautiful lines or hitting the climax in the air or all those sort of things. Sometimes they're just a feeling. A lot of the pictures are also from documentaries, just experiences like the closing ceremony of the Olympics. I mean, that's slightly documented through a lot of pictures, and making a comeback for that, for just that one opportunity to dance for 3 minutes at the closing ceremony of the Olympics, which was out there, and I'd been retired for 7 years, and I thought, what am I doing? I must be mad. Being flown off from the top of the arena was the most exciting thing, with pyrotechnics going off behind me. I felt like my hair was going to be set on light, but it was extraordinary, and nice stories in there that you realise the work and what people put in.
Now, Strictly, there's also the Arena Tour, which is in January from Friday 18th, first up
Birmingham
Arena, and then on the 19th, 2 shows at Birmingham Arena. And then on the Sunday, also 2 shows. There's kind of 4 shows, some within 2, if you see what I mean.
Yeah, we do doubles a lot.
Yeah.
But we go on until the 10th of February and we're sort of everywhere.
Well, so after Birmingham, it's Leeds and then Manchester and then Liverpool and Sheffield. And then, as you say, Darcy, in February, it's Glasgow, Nottingham,
Wembley.
London. Wembley, yeah, exactly. So that's good fun, isn't it?
It's great fun. I mean, I've been on tour all my life as a dancer, so I've done all the regional tours and toured abroad. And it is one of the highlights of being with a company like that. We have a great time, but we work so hard. I can't say I do because I'm just sitting there enjoying it, but they work incredibly hard and it's very exciting
And
to
the great
watch.
thing is it's a bit like the TV show.
It's exactly like, it's the highlights of
Yeah.
the TV show.
There you go. Can't
there
get
we
better
go.
than that.
It was a good sell.
You write that down. That was all very good.
Yeah.
You write that wording down. Evolved by Dame Darcy Bustle is out now, and you can see Darcy on Strictly Come Dancing, of course, this weekend. It's on Saturday evening at 7:05, with the results show on Sunday at 7:50 p.m. That's always tense. Both on BBC One. Highly rated, highly rated. Dame Darcy Bustle, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Darcy.
You've been running around, throwing that dirt all on my name. 'Cause you knew that I'd call you up. You've been going around every party in LA. 'Cause you knew that I'd be at one. Oh, I know that dress is karma, perfume regret. You got me thinking about when you were mine. Oh, and now I'm all up on you, what you expect. But you're not coming home with me tonight. You just want attention, you don't want my heart. Maybe you just hate the thought of me with someone new. Yeah, you just want attention, I knew from the start. You're just making sure I'm never getting over you. Oh. You've been running around, throwing that dirt all on my name. 'Cause you knew that I'd call you up. Baby, now that we're right here standing face to face, you already know that you won. Oh, I know that dress is karma, you regret. You got me thinking about when you were mine. Now I'm all up on you. What you expect, baby? 'Cause you're not coming home with me tonight. You just want attention, you don't want my heart. Maybe you just hate the thought of me with someone new. Yeah, you just want attention, I knew from the start. You're just making sure I'm never getting over you. What are you doing to me? What are you doing? What are you doing to me? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing to me? What are you doing? I know that dress is karma, perfume regret. You got me thinking about when you were mine.
Charlie Puth.
And now I'm all up on you, what you expect. But you're not coming home.
That's attention, of course. Pay attention. Campaignlive.co.uk today says BBC Sounds takes over the London Eye. The London Eye is the London Ear today to celebrate the launch of BBC Sounds app. Accessonline.com in news from the net says Mike Myers, yeah baby, says it's looking good that we'll see another Austin Powers movie. Excellent. He hinted we'll be seeing Wright, Dr. Evil quite soon. And we mentioned BBC Sounds earlier, the new BBC app for music, radio and podcasts. Just a heads up, to be watching BBC One tonight, don't go switching away after EastEnders finishes. There's something impressive to see straight after.
BBC Radio 2.
Here's Bobby.
Thanks, Steve. First of all, A1M, Aberford Bypass. Southbound between 44 and the M1 at Hookmoor, there's an accident. 2 lanes are shut. You can just squeeze past. Big queues already building. M60 anti-clockwise at 17 for Prestwich. We've got an incident. 1 lane is still shut there. And the M6, now northbound, 16 to 17. There's another breakdown towards Sandbach in the roadworks, so 1 lane shut. A628 at Langsett, still with the A616 Flouch roundabout junction. You've got all approaches to that roundabout blocked by this overturned lorry from earlier. It's still there. A49 at Hereford, blocked both ways. There's an accident just near to Hinton Road. And the M25, you've got big queues clockwise from 10 the A3 to 17. Across the top, 22 to 24 is busy. This big queue from 27 the M11 towards the QE2 bridge is solid. However, they have reopened all the lanes. And anti-clockwise, 17 to 11 at Chertsey is busy. The queues into the Dartford Tunnel are from 3. There's also 2 lanes closed for flooding on the way to the Dartford Tunnel, but both tunnels are now open. And the A3, finally, southbound, Putney Heath, the A219 at Tibbetts Corner. The underpass is still closed with flooding, so you still have to do an up and over on that southbound route. Back with another one with Joe and Simon, 30 minutes.
By the way, it's dark. Lights on, please.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Rock bottom and reckless from running round your one-track mind. I've loved hard and too easy, and now I'm gonna take what's mine. Oh, I've been dancing on your strings, and it don't bring me much joy. Now I'm strong, I'm wise enough to the lies of loving you, boy. I just want attention undivided. I deserve to be adored if you're undecided. Well, that's just fine, take your own sweet time. In 1 hot minute I'll be out of here. If you're into minds, then disinclined. Then boy, we're finished, let me make it clear. I'm priceless, priceless, one of a kind. I'm quite a find, I'm priceless. My daddy said stand tall, remember that you're number one. Hang on to your pride, girl, don't go trying to impress no one. Oh, heaven help the hungry hearts that give affection for free. I've been there, and it gets dark, so baby, get behind me. I just want attention undivided. I deserve to be adored if you're undecided. Well, that's just fine, take your own sweet time. In 1 hot minute I'll be out of here. If you're into minds, well, that's no crime. But listen up and let me make it clear.
Oh, that is priceless. Sheridan Smith.
BBC Radio 2.
Joe and Simon to follow with Bradley Wiggins tonight. With us tomorrow, the Proclaimers and Serious Jockin'. Good evening.